What is going on with the weather right now here in Scotland? It's rained once in nearly 6 weeks, which is fine by us. This is totally out of the ordinary for us. Blue skies, sun is shining, and people are spending way more time with their family. Some things coming out of coronavirus, at least, are positive.
I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
Job number one of the day is to pick Craig up. I'm picking him up from about 6 miles from my home today. It's on the way and my sister is dropping him off at the garage. You see, Craig doesn't drive, so I pick him up every morning. This morning I told him to be at the garage for 7:45, and it's 7:50 right now and I'm a couple of minutes away. Here's guessing he'll moan that I'm late. Morning, Craig.
Love you, baby. See you later. Good morning, Graham. Bang on late as usual.
Told you. Today we're on our way to a farm that milks about 420 or 430 cows. They milk 3 times a day and they don't have a cattle race that is handy enough for us to fit our crush in front of. So we're going to trim about 50 cows between 9 AM and 12 PM, and we need to be out of the house because they're putting the cows through the parlour as we trim them. We actually went to this farm on Friday, but Craig completely forgot the plug for the crush.
I think we both know you got that wrong. You forgot it.
Yeah, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll notice that on Friday I turned up to this farm, and I know the farmer, or the dairyman especially, was keen to see the new crush, and I was all happy and excited to show him how good the new machine is. Got there, started to set it up and realised I'd forgotten the adapter plug. Fail. This is the A75 trunk road, the main road that runs through the region of Dumfries and Galloway, where I call home. And perhaps one of the best things to come out of me making these videos is the fact that I now appreciate even more where I live. I've driven down this road hundreds of times, and when I drive down it, I'm passing by castles, beautiful views of the Irish Sea, and homes that have sat there for hundreds of years. And I get to call this my commute to work. Car she blows. First job is hook the crush on. You see, we left it here last time just so that he 100% knew we would definitely be coming back to them today. I can never see this hitch, so good. See, it's hard to see exactly where the hitch is, isn't it? Once we arrive at this farm, we really do have a limited amount of time. So they've just finished milking, we pull straight in, get on with the job of getting the crush set up and get the first cows in the crush as quick as we can. We need to make sure everything round about the trimming is sped up, but the trimming itself cannot be sped up. We need to make sure every cow receives the best possible care we can give her. So we just need to make sure that everything else is as slick as possible. And there are 50 cows to get done today, so let's crack on with the job in hand. Great. Blue guard. Doesn't always work. Watch yourself.
Graham, stop!
What?
This whole drop, this whole couple 3 men.
I could cry, look what I just did. Look. Drop the crush. And the door was like that. I've twisted it all.
Any ideas on how to fix it, guys? It will shut though. Never mind.
Our job here really is the definition of maintenance or routine trimming. Most of these cows are not lame in any way, and it's our job to ensure that they stay that way.
There is no way you're going to be able to turn around in there, love.
I'm definitely not, as you would say, at one with the crush yet. It's taken a little bit of learning, but I am starting to get a lot more fluid with it. I really am loving using this chute so far. It is so capable, it's unbelievable. The cows are definitely more comfortable, and actually it is starting to be quite a bit quicker than the Whopper. Stones like this one are fairly common, and actually the grinder makes short work of them. This stone was sticking out quite a bit more before I actually stopped the grinder, but it's not the stone that's causing the problem, it's that crack right up the white line, and we really need to make sure we get rid of all of the loose horn, otherwise it really will become a major problem for this cow. It's so important when you trim cows like this to be extremely careful. You don't want to break the skin or the horn at all in any way, otherwise you've probably made her worse than she was before you began trimming her. So the finished article may seem a little extreme. We've really removed quite a lot of horn from that sidewall, but you can see now that there is no way that horn will continue to crack. Because this foot was so overgrown, you can actually see hemorrhaging or bruising starting to form right there on the sole. And that is the main purpose of my job, to relieve that pressure and stop those bruises from happening. You see, this outside claw doesn't have any bruising or hemorrhaging, and I'm trimming that outside claw to take it down to the same level as the inner claw to make sure that it's not overburdened with weight. Initially, this hoof doesn't actually look like there's much wrong with it, but if you look more closely, she actually has digital dermatitis, or a hairy wart, right in between those two claws, up in the pastern area. That's basically the heel of the cow. If we take a closer look, you can see the digital dermatitis is eating right into her skin. Now we need to make sure that we do everything in our power not to make that bleed. So you can't hack into it or cut into a hairy wart in any way. You just clean it with iodine like this so it's nice and sanitized, then apply a product such as this, which is an iodine and salicylic acid based paste, give it a wrap, leave that wrap on for a couple of days, and after that she should do the rest herself.
Rest with me, close to curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree.
On this foot you can clearly see the difference in height from that outer claw to the inner one, and you can see that I take far more material away from that far away claw to make sure that it is brought down to the same level as the inner claw. In other words, to make sure that the weight is distributed evenly between those two claws, and that there is the definition of a maintenance trim.
Rest with me, close to curtains, brew some herbal tea. Reach out for me, take my hand and lead even when I disagree.
That's done. There was about 50 done, and we got them done in 2.5 hours-ish. So there's only 2 blocks, so it's quite easy. So while Craig just chills out here, relaxing in the sunshine, I'm going to wash the knife and give him a good sharpen, ready for tomorrow. My knives for tomorrow and the dairyman's knives so that he can do a better job of trimming the cow's feet. And something's far easier to do, you're more likely to do it, aren't you? My goal is for the dairyman to trim the cow's feet and me to do routine trimming, and that way we make the most use of our time when we are here on the farm. So we do the bulk of the work, but then anything that happens incidentally, in between visits, the dairyman takes care of. Business-wise, it might seem counterproductive to sharpen the knives of the farmers, because then obviously they'll trim more feet and maybe I'll trim less feet. But really, it's better for the cows, which in the long run is better for me. As long as we do the best job we can of making sure that the lameness on this farm is at the absolute minimum level, then hopefully it'll keep getting us. And this farmer's kept getting us for 10 years, so should do. So this is my knife sharpener from home. This side is a mop, and this is what you use to polish up all the knives. This side is a rubber and carbon grinding disc, so this puts the edge back in it and this buffs it to a real shine, so you really get a smooth cut. So I've got a dozen knives here to sharpen. These ones are double-edged, so what's that? 18 edges to put back on knives, so let's crack on. You actually want an angle of 17 degrees on that blade, which obviously I won't be doing it exactly, but it'll be pretty close. Adrian's knives are right-handed and left-handed, although he's actually only got one left-handed, and mine are all double-edged. Most people use these, so it's just got one cutting edge, but for some reason I like to be different, so I use these. So I put this paste, this cutting paste it's called, on this wheel, and it helps to buff it up. The best way to test it shouldn't slip down your... Say hello, Dennis.
Hello.
What are you doing here?
I'm working here now.
A dozen knives done. Didn't take that long either, did it? And with that, it brings us to the end of our day. We just have a 40-minute drive home or so. Take our time with a crush on the back, so we'll only do about 40 miles an hour with it on the back, 45 maybe. Today was good. Was today good?
Today was good. I enjoyed myself.
Apart from the muck up with the door, which has depressed me a little bit, but at least it's not totally bent and it does close. I'll try and get it sorted out as well. So guys, again, thanks very much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye!
Without knowing she did, but I guess that it will pass. Yeah, I can't be the only one who got lost inside the blue of those eyes. I've gotta let her go. I know it won't be easy. I wanna hold her close, but I have to try as hard as I can, 'cause she'll never be mine. I listen when she talks, I watch her when she walks. She's giving me these feelings that I've never felt before. She will never know that I love her so well. She's with somebody else now.
It really is goodbye now. Bye.